She done lied on her dead mama. Lied on her dead mama. Lied on her dead mama. Lied on you. I said lied on her. Hey, sexy red, she done lied. She lied and she cried and she lied and she cried. She said she lied and she cried and she lied and she cried. And then she lied and she cried and she lied and she cried. Cause she got blogs all up her stupid doofy sub ass. Every press. I said no will. I don't give up. Vote for the rip up drop drew. And then she tried to rap double time. Lied on your dead mama. 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 Mama, lied on your dead mama. Lied on your dead mama. Mama. But you will not disrespect Papa Bear, you dirty fucking ran through bird ass, bum ass bitch. Broke bitch. You broke bitch. Tell them the truth, bitch. Y'all want it, Roman? Lied on her dead mama. Lied on her dead mama. Right after the funeral, she on her dead. I said, lied on her dead mama. And lying on your dead mother, on your dead mama, on your dead, she done lied on her dead mama, lied on her dead mama, lied on her dead mama, lied on you. I said, lied on her. Hey, sexy red, she done lied. She lied and she cried and she lied and she cried. She said she lied and she cried and she lied and she cried. And then she lied and she cried and she lied and she cried. Cause she got blogs all up her stupid doofy sub ass. Every press. I said no will. I don't give up. Vote for the rip up drop drew. And then she tried to rap double time. Lied on your dead mama. 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 Mama, lied on your dead mama. Lied on your dead mama. Mama. But you will not disrespect Papa Bear, you dirty fucking ran through bird ass, bum ass.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Marisa Star TV, and we are back with another live reaction and commentary video. So we're going to keep this one kind of brief. Today we're here to talk about the mother of many, that would be StrongMommy Chrissy, and how she's been exposed for using her unfortunately deceased mother for money. So y'all know, I'm sure you've seen it on multiple channels. I know Talk to Me Mimi did an entire live asking StrongMommy Chrissy why was the GoFundMe still up. So her mother has been laid to rest already. And yes, she is still collecting funds. She's still collecting GoFundMe money. She is still collecting cash apps. So, yeah. We're going to get into a couple of the lives that she did. Child, I'm a little behind because this is the most we done seen of Christina in many moons, baby. So she kind of caught me by surprise. But before we do that, I want to get into Lipstick Pimp's video. And y'all tell me what y'all think about this little timeline situation that we apparently have going on. And good morning to everybody. Make sure that y'all hit the like on the way in.
So I want you guys to play close attention to the details that I'm about to tell you. So you see the vlog that Chrissy posted yesterday showing her preparing for the kids' birthday party and all of this. You know, she picked up the food stamp pieces and all of that. And I'm here to let you know that that happened on April the 18th. That was filmed April the 18th. So let me show you pictures. So that's Blaze's birthday. This is the day that she posted this photo on her Instagram. And yeah, as you can see, you can check out the date, April 18th, 2025. And I also, and let me show you guys this. This was also posted by Chrissy on April the 18th. And as you can see in this photo, she is asking for prayers and saying that her mom was put on life support. So like I told you guys in my previous video, that the day that Chrissy was running around and she was doing all the birthday planning and she's at the subway and she taking the kids here and there, that was April 18th. That was the day before her mom passed. And if you need some more evidence of that, I'm about to show it to you.
So y'all just listen to what Lipstick Pimp is saying, and y'all go over there and check out the whole video, because as I was skimming through the vlog that Christina posted, I was very confused about the timeline. Not only the timeline, but the wigs, baby, the imagery. I was confused. I couldn't keep up with what was happening. So y'all just keep these things in mind.
So peep the outfit. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Peep the outfit. April 18th, right? This is his birthday. You see him with the cupcake. This was in her vlog. So You see this. You see him opening up his presents and all of that. This is April 18th. This is the day before her mom passed. So as you can see here, this is her date of death, April 19th, 2025. Now, I need you guys to put on your thinking caps. I need you guys to work those little brain cells in your head. If this was filmed on the 18th, you know, the birthday and the school and all of that, then where in the fuck did this come from? When did she film this? She redid this video to make it seem like she was on her way to the hospital to visit her mom, but we saw in real time what she was doing the day before her mom passed away. She was doing birthday activities, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to think. I need y'all to really think. She refilmed this video to make herself look good, to garner sympathy. Look at the facts. Look at the evidence. April 18th. April 18th. I may be thinking that I'm crazy. You may think no one would do that. Why would someone get in a car and fake?
So yeah, so as we skim through Christina's vlog, let's keep those things in mind, because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't following, baby. I wasn't tracking. So let's get into the vlog now.
Suffering was one of them, and he's gonna go and be with my mom.
So it was a two-parter. So the first part was her setting up for the boy's birthday and shopping and doing all these things, ripping and running. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be the same day. Keep that in mind.
Same time, I was trying to wrap gifts, then wake up the kids, tell them to get ready. Obviously, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Junebug has a field trip today, and also so did Onyx. Totally forgot and packed Onyx a lunch anyway. He's supposed to the pizza parlor, so he really didn't need that, but it's okay. And I packed him pizza, but it's okay. Packed everyone's lunches, wrapped the gifts really quickly, woke Junebug up, had him open up his gifts. I didn't get any footage of that because I was literally like rushing. And then I am now about to go pick up Kingston from school because they're having their state testing. And at the high school level, after their state testing is over, you can pick them up. So I'm going to go pick them up, and I just really need a coffee. So that's what we're going to go do. Today has been one of those days already, and it's still early.
Now, mind you, by the point that Chrissy's mother actually took her last breath officially, she had already been in the ICU for almost a week, maybe a little less, but it had been several days. So this is confusing. This is real confusing.
I just want to say how stressful and difficult this whole process has been with my mom being in the hospital and things like that. You know, I honestly, if I didn't have so many obligations at home, I probably would just stay there. But I can't do that. And every time she calls me, I'm just so concerned and so worried. And I'm trying to tell myself, that I'm doing everything that I can while still supporting my family, my kids.
Why would you lie to yourself like that? Girl, that is a lie. And I am confused. That's a lie from the pits of hell, because your mother is literally in the ICU for the second time within a 30-day span. And your brain told you that packing lunches and planning birthday festivities was more important than spending your mom's final days with her? That is highly confusing to somebody like me. Somebody who, when I say loves, and even for family members that I wasn't close to, when that time come where they were winding down or they had needs and stuff, that comes first, girl. Especially for somebody who's supposed to be married. But these are the things I think we need to consider before we go have a baker's dozens of kids. That every time something happens, if you ever have a catastrophe or you need a mental health or... Girl.
it's birthdays. If it wasn't Junebug and Blaze's birthdays this week, I probably would just be like, hey, I gotta be here. They deserve to still have good birthdays. They deserve to still have, you know, um, good memories, and I want to make this special for them, even while.
Girl, people celebrate kids' birthdays early and late all the time, honey. Your mama only died once. How many times you think she gonna die? That is insane to me.
Kind of mentally, emotionally suffering. I'm just not ready for my mom to be this sick. You think of your parents as invincible, like nothing's gonna ever happen to them. They're gonna live forever, and we all know that's not true. But it's always nothing can prepare you for that phone call, or nothing can prepare you for the trial that goes through that you go through when your parent is sick, to the point of they could literally die. And it's just, I don't know, it's just stressful. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just struggling. I'm struggling because I want to be there, but I'm also struggling because I want to be here. So what can you do, Amina? What can you do? I literally can only do what I've been doing. And I have to tell myself that that's enough. And I know.
If you thought you were making all the correct decisions, why it sound like you up here trying to convince yourself that you're not in the wrong? Who in the hell is doing the best that they can by their family and have to come up here and try to convince themselves? Like, girl, what are you talking about? You know damn well that you should have been present for your mother in her last days and you weren't. You know damn well.
Right now, it just feels like I'm not doing enough. It feels like I'm not doing enough, and I need to do more. And I'm overwhelmed with the thought of I'm pulled both ways. I will tell y'all one thing, I am not ready for my mom to pass. I'm not saying that that's where we're at right now. I don't know where we're at right now, honestly. But I know that she's stable, and I know that I'm talking to her and she's alert, and she's awake, and she's able to hold conversations even though she sounds very sick. But again, she has pneumonia, she's in the ICU, and she already has pre-existing health issues. And I just feel like, here comes Kingston, but I feel like the more you're in the ICU, the less chance you have of recovering fully each time. So it just makes me scared and nervous and worried, but I'm trying to put on a smile for my kids, because what else can I do? How are you? Sleep up. Yes, now we can go get Starbucks.
Yay! Here you go. I look chalked today. What happened?
Your lips are dry. You need some Vaseline on sometimes. Her doctor called me, and I actually like her doctor. She had me the last time she was in the ICU. She's very thorough, very gentle, just nice lady. And she called me about 30 minutes later. Probably about an hour later. Let me know. She's like, I just want to give you an update, and basically let you know that we want to place a breathing tube, to help your mom breathe, because her levels are really dangerously low right now, and we want to put a breathing tube in. And as she was on the phone with me, trying to, explain to me that, before I can even weigh my options or opinions or make any decisions or give them the whatever, she got a code. And you can hear it in the background. Oh, you can hear it in the background.
Girl, baby, hold on. Hold on. See, now I got to go back to the other video because what? Can y'all help me? Let's go back to the other video. Hopefully she ain't snatched that down. Then I'm gonna have to go back to my own video. Okay, so in real time, she posted my mom passed away. And she talked about the code and all that stuff. And she had on the black wig. Y'all remember the black wig, right? This one here. Okay? Y'all tracking? Yeah. Girl, what? And usually when there's confusion, that means somewhere in the timeline or the story, there's a lie. Hold on, y'all.
They said, she said, they're calling me for your mom right now. I'm going to call you back. And then about 10 minutes later, somebody called me. It was another doctor. It was a guy this time. And he said, she's in there with your mom. And I just want to let you know that her heart has stopped. He said her heart has stopped. And I'm trying to breathe because I'm trying to drive and I cannot have an accident. Her heart has stopped. And we are going to try to, he's like, I can't remember where I was, but he basically was like, your mom's heart has stopped per her wishes, because that is my mom's wishes, to resuscitate her. And he said per her wishes, we're going to start CPR, and we are going to attempt to resuscitate so that we can put a breathing tube in. To vent her, to breathe for her. And he's like, we're gonna attempt to restart her heart enough to put a vent on her. And I just want to let you know, like, everybody needs to come. My brothers weren't answering the phone because one of them, I don't know where he's at right now. The other one is was in the shower. I just got the phone with him. And so he's there now. I'm all over the place, but I had to drive an hour and a half to get there. So I just need to talk or something, because I can't keep sitting on the phone with my brother. But so my brother lives closer. Both of them, they live closer. One we couldn't get in touch with right now, and I think he's doing something with work. So he hasn't looked at his phone yet. My other brother was just getting out of the shower, hopped in the car, and went straight over there. He's there. She's on the breathing tube. I don't know if she's probably never going to come off of it. And I just... Today's Shoebug's birthday, and it just... I've been having nightmares all week, and I just feel like I don't want to let go, I don't want to let go. I don't know. I threw my clothes on, and I was like, oh my.
Okay, so let me backtrack, because I told y'all I was confused. So I'm going back to the other video. Let me see, because she said, first of all, she said the nurse called her. And then she said the doctor called her. Okay, she talked to the nurse. The nurse was a female and said, I'm concerned about her. She is really sick. We're going to try to treat, the issues we could treat and see what happens. She said, okay. She get an hour later, get a phone call from her doctor. Her doctor says, hey, I just talked to the nurse. We want to put a breathing tube in. She's having problems breathing. And the CPAP isn't doing enough. And then they call a code. Okay. All right. Are we tracking? She couldn't talk to her husband. She cried more for that bum husband. The fake crying is giving Tubi movie. I'm very confused because I'm trying to figure out how we went from being a ginger to a damn brunette. Your mama coded and you were a ginger, and somehow you turned into a brunette when she actually passed within hours. What the hell is happening here? The fact that she said her husband works close to where her mom is crazy. Well, so why didn't they rent exactly an Airbnb and just took everybody up there and then let the kids go in there and say, whatever they needed to say, or at least see her? Only one. Yeah, I don't think any of them were the POA. I think they were just, playing the kid role. Because technically her mother was in the right mind, so POA don't come into play until she coded, but then after she coded, she only lived for, was it even 12 hours? She didn't even live for 24 hours, so the POA would have really never came into question because her mom was able to vocalize everything that she wanted. Out of all the mommies in this sector, I find her to be the biggest con. Oh, yeah. Chrissy the scammer. We don't call her Chrissy the scammer for nothing, child. She gonna find a way. She gonna do everything but go to damn work and make an honest living and stop having kids. And she changed. Yeah, girl, what? What is the timeline here?
And so I called my husband, who works a little closer, and he's there with my brother. And I'm gonna meet them there. That's my mom, And I was just on the phone listening to my brother when he was talking to the doctor. And it just, there's a chance she could come off of the vent, but the chances of her at this point being able to breathe on her own are just so low. They're not hopeful. And that's my mom, At the end of the day, that's my mom, I don't know. I'm just trying to get there. We're about 25 minutes away. I'm just trying to hurry up and get there. It's trying to snow or something. Like, why is it snowing right now? They were asking my brother, because me and my brothers have medical power of attorney. And she's incapacitated and she can't make decisions for herself. It was asking if, like what we want to do, like what do we want to do, like, bro, I don't fucking know.
Ooh, let me not mock her. I'm sorry. If that was really her in her real-time grief, let me not. Hello, Marisa in chat. If my mom had lived till I was an adult and started transitioning, I'd be balled up on the floor, not driving around looking like Peg Bundy. My girl, what in the actual factual fuck is going on here? Peg Bundy in a Tesla. Girl, Chrissy got about 17 Teslas, ain't it? She got every shade, every model. Got the butterfly doors. What the hell is happening? If they're in the middle of I think she was trying to say she was on the phone with the doctor, and as they were already on the phone, they called a code in the background. That's when the doctor was saying, oh, I have to go. That's for your mom. And that's when she started, doing this thing that she's doing here. I guess we can call that grief or trauma response, or maybe she's in a state of shock, but I don't know. When my dad was passing, me, my kids, grandnieces, nephews, and his great grands all came to say goodbye. Yeah, that's usually how it would go if you know that somebody is actively transitioning. So I don't know if she just uneducated, in denial, or what it was. But I'm sure like her brother's kids and stuff came up there. It's just Chrissy. I don't know why she handles situations in the way that she handles them. And then she keeps saying, I'm the baby. Girl, say what? You're an adult with a whole bunch of kids. I worked in the hospital for years as a medical social worker, and things like this were my domain. Advanced directives in healthcare surrogacy are what's mainly used for med decisions. Yeah, but according to what Chrissy is saying, her mother would not have had those things because she said her mother, I don't know. I don't know what Chrissy was trying to say. Her mom said to do everything possible until her body says no, but baby, your heart stopped beating. That literally means the body is saying no. So I'm confused about that piece. Quite confused about that piece. I'm confused, girl. Her mother's wishes. Your mama wanted them people to be jumping on her, knowing damn well that's not gonna bring her back to a functioning life. I can't see that. But some people, they're very unrealistic. I don't know if people don't take the time to explain to their patients what that actually looks like in real time, or if the prognosis is terminal, baby, you gonna come back for 2 days and be on the vent, or what is we doing here? So once you come back for them 2 days, what you gonna do with them 2 days? And then once you come back, then somebody got to decide whether to pull the plug or not, or if your body is just naturally gonna say, okay, look, I don't care what y'all do in this hospital, we're done here, we're done. That oh child, I don't know. And CPR for codes isn't pretty. If you ever seen it, it's awful. Baby, seen it. I keep my commentary to myself, but yeah, that's not my wishes. If they're, it's one thing to be like a child collapses at a sports event. Hell yeah, we jumping on the kid. But you mean to tell me a 69-year-old with end-stage renal disease, heart issues, dependent on oxygen? What exactly? What's the goal here? What is the goal? Yeah, I'm confused by that. But they ain't discussed life insurance. Dara, I'm thinking Christy's mom had a policy because they pulled those services together pretty swift for people who so-called didn't have any money. So that's still up in the air. But Chrissy, the scammer, was gonna make that GoFundMe regardless if they had or didn't have. So that's just what she does. That's why it's still open today, even though the casket's closed. The GoFundMe is open.
I don't want to see her like that, bro. I don't want to see her like that. I don't want this to happen. This shit, I just wish she took better care of herself. We would have never had to deal with this. I'm so fucking drained. I'm gonna pass out. Why is it fucking snowing? Like, it's fucking almost May and it's snowing, and it wants to snow today when I need to drive to the city to be there for my mom, bro. Like, come on. Come the fuck on. Give me a break. Like, what the fuck is this? That's my mom. That is my mother that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my mom. How do you live without your mother?
Wait, so what did she delete? Hold on. Yeah, she was saying procedure. I'm like, procedure? The only procedure, if you want to call it that she discussed with us was, initially she said her mom didn't want to put on she said, did she say it was a CPAP? I'm assuming that's what it was. Her mom didn't want to put on the CPAP. Child, I'm just all around confused. So that's not a procedure at all. That's nothing invasive at all. So procedure, yeah, y'all, y'all, I am very confused. Christina, you making no sense. I don't know why you uploaded this bullshit. And then you get a call to say your mama's heart stopped. And you pick up the camera? I'm lost. Lost as hell.
Who do you call when you need advice? Who do you call with about any? How do you live life without your mother? How do you even go forward? How do you go forward? How do you live? How do you live? My kids, how do they live? How do they go forward? How do they, you know? I didn't want them to be young when she passed away. Yeah. I am just now leaving the hospital, and hold on, my thing is plug is loose. I'm gonna fix this and I'll take it. I am leaving the hospital, and it's about 6 o'clock, and I do have to go home and get my kids together, feed them dinner and things like that. My brothers said that, you know.
Isn't her youngest child what? Hold on, he the same age as somebody's kid up here. He not the same age as mine. I know he's younger than mine. But somebody and Christina were pregnant at the same time. So isn't the youngest child like kindergarten age? So we'll say he's 5, but I think he's 6. We'll say he's 5 though. Okay, your youngest is 5. Nobody's in diapers. Your oldest is a junior or a senior in high school. And then you have 3 back to back. So you have 3 teenagers, a few preteens, and the youngest is a 5-year-old. What do you mean you had to go and feed them? Excuse me, is somebody on breast milk? Somebody got a feeding tube? Like, what the hell are you talking about? You have left them kids for way fucking less than your mama being dead. Like, the more information she put out about her decision making, the worse she is sounding, bitch. Delete. Delete. Christina, delete. If you don't listen to nothing else start saying your lifetime, delete this shit. Because you sound like a damn fool. She was in, baby, she went from being in shambles. Oh, I'm going home to feed the kids. She's stable. Baby, she's on life support. Being on life support is not stable. What do you mean? That is a very touch and go situation. What is happening here? That's the time where you're not supposed to leave her bedside except to go downstairs and get something to eat, and then you better be on the lookout. You better be checking that phone. What? Whew. These are 2 different days. She just put the same wig and hoodie back on. I knew she was lying because in the crying vlog, she said she was at the hospital. The doctor said she was stable, so she left and got home late. The vlog she uploaded, she was never at the hospital. The birthday was the day before she passed, though, right? Correct. Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Avu. Thank you for your support always. As if her mom didn't advise her to maybe close that cooter for 8 baby daddies and a husband and still having to rush home and feed the kids is crazy. Yeah, she's married to a whole doctor. Y'all couldn't get a nanny for a week while your mom was going through her transition? What the hell? Thank you, chic chick. Once she was in the who in the hell is stable in the ICU? Stable in the ICU means the heart is still beating. Stable on a med surge floor, okay. Yeah, they're probably about to go home tomorrow. Stable in the ICU means, oh, we haven't had to do anything invasive in 30 minutes. She's pretty stable. What in the hell? This is confusing.
Home and get my kids together, feed them dinner and things like that. My brothers said that, I could go and they will alternate staying with my mom so that I could do the things that I need to do. Because like I said, again, June and Blaze's birthday party is tomorrow. Just so many things I need to do and, be there for the kids. So anyhow, today.
Girl, where the hell is all them kids going? Raise your hand if you've been watching Chrissy for as long as I've been reacting. Chrissy does the bare minimum for birthdays. Chrissy does not celebrate other kids individually. Chrissy does not take them kids nowhere or do nothing with them kids. Her focus has always been herself and trying to keep somewhat of a roof over their head, moving from pillar to post. Now all of a sudden that your mom dying, now you're so gung-ho about birthdays? Girl, hello? If she mentioned that damn birthday one more time.
It was a lot. Today was a lot. Here's where we're at. And I will say I am absolutely drained, emotionally, physically, and mentally. But here's where we're at right now. So, like I was saying, I'm trying to multitask because now the kids are calling me. But I went to the hospital and so I think I said this earlier in my earlier clips that the doctor called me and said, your mother's heart has unfortunately stopped. And
girl, you could just stop talking right there. Your mother died and you on the way home to feed your kids and plan a birthday party? What the fuck? Am I in the damn Twilight Zone? What is happening here? And the more she exposed, the worse it's getting.
Then said, we are going to try our best to respect her wishes on revival. And we're going to we have started CPR. So we're doing that right now. So yeah, that's what happened. That's where I was at. And there's a lot of things that are kind of going on with my mom right now. So, but out of respect for her privacy and just my family, I'm not going to tell all her business on the internet. But long story short, you guys, the basis of this is kidney disease. You guys know she has kidney disease. You guys know she's on dialysis. She's been sick for a very long time now. And I think that just at this point, all of this dialysis and just, it just weighs on the body and the organs. And then eventually you just start having problems. And I feel like that's just where we're at right now. And she's been in the hospital. This is actually the second time. I told you guys a couple of weeks ago when she was in the hospital. I said it in a live stream. But anyway, she was in the hospital.
I want to share something with y'all. And if y'all are squeamish or, you're not really into, or it might cause you some type of trauma to watch this, I'm going to show y'all a video of CPR. Now, this ain't the best CPR, but it gives you kind of an idea of what that piece looks like. So y'all, I just don't know. What is happening? Because who would choose this? Who? Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused, y'all. Who wants this? Like I said, this ain't the best CPR. But it gives you an idea of what's happening. I've seen better CPR. That was a little. That's probably on somebody who's fairly young, fairly healthy. and maybe something traumatic happened, but who the hell? Who? What? I don't get it. Let me see if they got any better videos, but I don't get it. Or I can show y'all the device, because y'all know they came out with a device that does it. You know, the ambulance will bring the device on now, but it's still. Who, baby? Who? Who want that? So I'm confused. I'm confused about the decision making. I'm confused about the timeline. I'm just all around confused about a lot of stuff. So y'all will have to excuse me.
ICU a couple of weeks ago for kind of some more medical issues that have been kind of happening that got serious and needed hospitalization, but she recovered after about a week and was able to be released. And then just this past Monday, she was readmitted. So same issues, just worse this time. And I feel like, it's just been really difficult, but I've been trying, y'all. Okay. So back to my story. So anyway, when he calls me and tells me this, obviously, I text my husband who's at work and I tell him my mom is dead, because he just told me my mom's heart stopped and that they were going to do CPR. And I didn't think there was any coming back from that. I just didn't know. And so I called my brother, who was in the shower at the time, and I was talking to him, and then he hops in the car and gets there obviously way faster than me because he lives in the city. And I hear the doctor talking to him and saying, hey, we gave her CPR for about 10 minutes. And basically they were just saying like they were able to jumpstart her heart enough to put her on a vent. So she's on a breathing machine right now. And sometimes the way that he explained it to us when I got there was if the oxygen levels just get too low in the blood, the heart just automatically shuts down. And so that's kind of what happened with my mom. Her oxygen levels in her blood just got to a point of just being too low. So they got it to start back, thank God, and they were able to put her on a ventilator. And so after I finished recording earlier, I was able to call my brother back and say, after I finished, freaking out, essentially on the way, I called my brother back and I was able to be calm and say, listen, what's the update? And he was able to articulate with me what was going on. And once I found out she was on my breathing tube, I still was not satisfied by that because to me, with everything that I feel like she's got going on, her age and her health status, her breathing tube seems like a death sentence, And so I'm just trained. There was a lot going on. It was very traumatic, but they did get her on the ventilator.
Either Chrissy is a horrible actress or she's just very fucking stupid. I don't mean any harm. And you don't have to have a medical background to understand basic human biology. And the fact that you are responsible for 9 living human beings and you thought you were cool to go home and feed your kids and lay down and go to sleep and wake up at your leisure and all of those things because they got your mom's heart beating and intubated her, you can't be that out of touch with reality. Either she's lying or she's just extremely slow. Or both. Because she was in disarray, but now all of a sudden you back with the filter, your hair is let's get into what the hair was giving on the way there. Girl, it was giving Holiday Heart on the way. Now it's giving Jessica Rabbit. Child.
Kidney disease. You guys know she has kidney disease. text my husband who's at work, and I tell him it's fine by that because.
And who the hell would text their husband and say my mom is dead? What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey babe, mom is dead. Crying emoji. Oh wow.
You know, to me, with everything that I feel like she's got going on, right? She has been kind of flinching and moving. She's been kind of flinching and moving since they put her on the vent today. So, I feel like that's a good sign. But we don't really know.
Girl, that body was traumatized. If she was conscious in there somewhere, baby, she was in pain. She was suffering. That's what that's called. Flinching and moving.
The damage that was done from the CPR, the damage that was done from the ventilator, or what it's looking like for like 1 to 2 days. I'm also about to pick Cash Up, so I want to say this before I get him because I obviously don't want to talk about all of this in front of him. But I have been honest with the kids about the fact that my mom's in the hospital, but I don't want them to know how serious it is right now because I don't want to freak them out. And also, I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want to worry them. So unless there's a reason, So anyway, we won't know for the next couple of days really what's going to be the outcome. I know she's very sick and that she just has to get better in order to kind of know. But they're going to try various different things. They're coming up with different plans, and it's all a lot to consume, and it's hard. I feel like my brothers and I were all trying our best to kind of just keep level heads, and I freaked out in the car, and I cried some when I got to the hospital as well because I don't like seeing her like that. For anyone who's ever seen someone on a vent, that's not them, And I just kept telling my brothers like that's not her. Like this is not her, and it's hard. It's so hard to see your parent like that. It's too hard, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. Like that is the most difficult thing in the world. So I'm sorry if my thing is loud.
So the doctor came in the room and said, well, Christina, your mom's stable, and we'll come up with a plan, and we'll see over the next couple of days what's happening. So yeah, you're fine to go home and lay down. Chrissy got up, went to the bathroom, and started wetting and brushing her wig because, like I said, it was giving Holiday Heart, and all of a sudden, it's Jessica Rabbit. So I don't know. This is confusing. This was very self-centered, Christina. Now, we know you to be very selfish, and you allowed your mom to get put out on the streets with your kids while you were out fucking random strippers and things like that. But this, I want to say this is the lowest of the low. Y'all let me know. Is this the lowest we've seen Christina go? How low can you go, girl?
Turned off for a second. But yeah, it's just a lot. And so it has been a very difficult day, a very difficult situation. But I know that my brothers and I, when you have a family member in ICU, they're older and they have chronic health issues, it gets to a point to where medically, the doctors and nurses kind of are just like, do you want us to keep going?
Christina, this kind of sounds like maybe you watched a few videos, particularly mine. Because y'all remember my response, and I told you that ain't make a lick of damn sense, but okay. Sounds like you watched a few videos, and then this was recorded, because you won't saying none of this in real time. hell is going on here? Just when I thought a weird bitch couldn't get no weirder, she come being the weirdest of all weird bitches. God.
Because we really don't have to, and no one would judge you. But my mother would and has said multiple times to advocate for me when I cannot advocate for myself.
That's not advocating. That's actually the opposite.
And to assure to continue to prolong my life as long as my body will allow interventions to be given. And so that's what we have. I've kind of made my peace with the fact that there's nothing else I can do today. So I'm going to go ahead and go home. My hubby met me there. So he was there with me. And so while I pick up cash, he's going to go grab dinner because obviously no one's cooking. And meet me at the house. He'll probably be there before me and get the kids settled and stuff like that, which I'm grateful for because that way I can just go home, shower, and get in the bed. Because, tomorrow afternoon I have to put on a smile and put on a good face for the boys' birthday party. I'm just exhausted mentally, emotionally, and physically. I'm drained, but I'm going to keep.
Can you imagine saying you're physically exhausted, emotionally, physically, blah, 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 and that you're drained, but your mom is literally laying somewhere dead, being kept alive by machines? Somebody can come in there and the damn janitor come in and trip over the cord and she's gone in an instant. And you sitting up here talking about how you feel? Girl, nobody gives a fuck. Raise your hand if you ever been in a position to caretake for somebody who was very ill. The last thing that you're thinking about is your fatigue. You worry about that after everything is settled. Your mom literally was laying in a hospital bed, dead for all intents and purposes, with a fucking uncomfortable ass tube down her throat, keeping her alive. And we care to hear that you're tired? Wow.
Keep a smile on my face and try to stay positive for the kids because I feel like my mom would want that too. So, but I just ask that you guys keep our family in your prayers. Pray for my mom. I don't know. I just pray that God leads us in the right direction.
A child saying, you want to jumpstart a weight loss, let something happen to somebody you deeply care about. Well, if you want to jumpstart a weight loss or a weight gain, because some of us are emotional eaters, but me, I didn't have an appetite. Wasn't even drinking. Things were looking very bad, but definitely wasn't sitting around complaining about how tired I was when somebody's literally fighting to just stay alive. Like, what in the hell? Who even thinks like that? What? Christina ass is crazy. We thought Olivia K. Johnson was crazy, but this one here, yeah, she's a special one.
And if it's time for her to go, that she is comfortable and the signs are there so that we don't have to prolong this.
You mean like her heart stopping? Her not being able to get oxygen? What other sign would you like? That janitor coming in there and tripping over the cord, that's the sign you needed? Okay, girl.
It's not going to do anything. And if she's going to recover, I pray that she recovers fully and swiftly. Those of you who remember Mom being on in my videos and stuff from back in the day, she's very fond of you guys. She loves you guys.
Oh, not setting up the pick. Oh, she was setting up the picket roll for that GoFundMe. Yeah, Mom, she loved you guys. She thought so highly of you. She was very connected to my platform. She loved my viewers. Y'all remember? Don't you remember? You remember, don't you? Oh, you treacherous. You a low down dirty dog, you.
And she watches all of my videos, and she's always telling me about, tell them I see them in the comments, telling them, asking about me, you tell them I'm doing good, you make sure you tell them how I'm doing and stuff. So, I just want you guys to know how much she loves you guys, and I know that a lot of you love mom as well. So just a lot of prayers for peace and recovery. And here comes my son. So we're going to end this conversation until later, but I will keep you guys updated on mom. I'm just going to try to put a smile on, even though I want to fucking break down right now. Cookie. Okay. How was your week, babe? Good. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. You ready to have some fun? And all kinds of stuff. So you'll have fun. Let's head home. Cookies. Decided to stop and grab a salad for myself because I haven't really truly eaten. I ate a little something earlier at the hospital. It's winter out here. Look at this. Look at this. Do y'all see that? It is snowing out here. It's been snowing on and off all day. Like, this is not real snow for real for Colorado, but I'm just insulted. Why does he have a... Let me get my car. Finally made it home. Warmed up a quick late dinner for the kids. Got some ribs, and then I got some fries in the air fryer. I'm about to quickly put these in just like a little basket with some parchment paper.
The reckoning, don't make me laugh. Sorry for your loss, but please don't. Girl, child. That a tootsie. Christina, did she really just come up here and tell us her mama heart stopped and then went home to show us some slices of meat? Bitch, we don't care. Why do you care, ho? What the fuck is happening? What? Huh?
And just a quick dinner. And that helped me calm down a lot. I was and cleaning up some stuff down there. I'm literally exhausted. I literally can't push forward any further.
And then she said the man was supposed to be bringing home some food because he know his wife, his love of his life, his friend was distraught. So he was going to be bringing home some food and he was supposed to beat her home. Or am I hallucinating? Because at this point, bitch, maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I'm... Well, we know I'm confused, but... What the helly? What the fuck?
I am going to end this vlog here. Thank you guys for your love and support. Thank you for being there, supporting this vlog. Hit a like, share, comment down below. We'll see you on the next one.
So before we roll into this new wig, let's have a break for a musical selection, please.
Bro, bitch. Tell them the truth, bitch. Y'all want enrollment? Lied on her dead mama. Lied on her dead mama. Right after the funeral, she on her dead. I said, lied on her dead mama.
Cause girl, what the hell? It's giving Bigfoot.
If you're watching this, then this is it's the next day. And I just did a live stream, so if you want to see my real raw reaction, you can go watch my live stream. My mother has passed away this morning at 7:57 a.m. and I am on the way home now. I stopped and I saw my sister, which I love. I love my sister. Love you, sis. And it helped me calm down a lot. I was upset because I wasn't there. I felt like my brothers didn't call me fast enough. They let them move. They let the hospital move her to the morgue before I got there. I'm angry about that, but you know, I still love my family. I don't feel like they handled that properly, but I'm family first. So I'm gonna put my emotions aside and I'm gonna do what it takes to stick together to be there for her. But unfortunately, she coded this morning and my phone was, I was so tired last night after I went to sleep, took a shower, went to sleep. I forgot to put my phone on the charger. You guys, if you can see, I live in the mountains and I love taking this way sometimes because when there's like a little bit of snow, which there was the other day, yesterday, it frosts the trees and it just looks so pretty. I love that. But I'm upset with the way my brothers handle it. I don't think they handle it. They're men. They're not women. They don't analyze things the way women will. They know me. They know my wishes, but I don't think they were thinking. But since my live stream, if you guys haven't watched it, you can go and see it. It's still up on my page. I have talked to my brother, and I think we're gonna be okay. I just wanted to see her because I felt like, she was in the hospital, even though I told her I was there yesterday, and I know she knew I was there. And maybe that's why she felt like it was okay for her to finally rest. She felt like it was okay to finally go. I love my mom, and I want her to be at peace, and I feel like she is at peace. So I can make peace with that. So, that's where we're at now, y'all. She gained her wings at 7:57 a.m. this morning. She was always there for me and my babies. She was always there to support me through thick and thin. I never felt alone in a fight with my mom. Never. I always felt supported. I always felt had. I always had her. And I wonder what life is going to be like without her.
Can you imagine taking your last breath and hear this bitch come talking about all the things you had to do for her? Girl, let me rest in peace. Bitch, let me transition. Damn, I'm tired of watching kids. I'm tired of you being evicted. I'm tired of you calling me about these niggas. Bitch, I'm tired. Shit, she probably would have lived at least a decade longer if she hadn't been dealing with your bullshit. Now I'm fed up trying to be nice over here. This hoe is delusional.
I don't want to live a life like that, but I have to. Now I have my own babies that I have to live for. I'm sad.
This pussy asshole just sat up here and made her mama's death about her. Made her intubation about her. Made her code about her. God damn! Can Cassie get some shine? Please! And at this point, I think we need to get into what you had on at the damn funeral. See, I was trying to respect you, but you done pissed me the fuck off playing with your mama like this. Shit! Oh, Lord, now she want the mom to baby. Joe! Gonna drop the damn kids off at the cemetery. Ho, is you okay? Chrissy, now you, ooh. Fucking irritating. Damn lady done died and you talking about all the things you're gonna miss her doing for you. Who, what the fuck? That's annoying as hell. Let me see if I can find that on Lipstick Pimp. Her in that dress showing out her fucking ham hocks. People are dying, Kim. Why was you in there with your ham hocks out? Why you do that? Christina, you make everything about you. That is a problem. Especially for somebody with so many kids, bitch. That is a problem. You need to cut it. You need to cut it. Whole ass out. Whole ass out. You really need to stop, ma'am. Give it a rest. Cut the camera off and call your loved ones and grieve. Yeah, talk to your damn brothers. They just lost their mama, ho. At this point, she knew her brothers had it. She's mad she wasn't included. Child, them brothers is barely speaking to Christina, and she not gonna, oh, they love me. Bitch, they hate you. They might love you, but they don't like you. And I don't blame them, because they ain't too much to like here. I'm my mother's only child. It's always just been me and her. She's the best me to my daughter. And I cannot imagine life without her. I know what happened one day, and on that day I would pass out. Yeah, most of us would. Not this one here, baby. She made sure y'all knew she was in a Tesla. She took time to brush her wig, went home and marinated some ribeyes and I'm gonna eat my arugula. Like that, bitch. Hello? Is anybody home, Chrissy? Chrissy got to be the side chick, baby. R.I.P. Miss Cassie. R.I.P. Miss Cassie, your daughter ain't shit. I think she knew that. I think the big brother cussed her out real good too. I don't know. Somebody might need to put hands on her. I ain't gonna lie. I watched Lipstick Pimp video, and I think that that oldest granddaughter, she might be the one. She was dressed in the funeral like she was going to a damn hood day. She might be the one. Where is Chrissy Daddy? Chrissy Daddy don't deal with Chrissy because Chrissy done leached off of him so bad. I don't think he want to be bothered no more. She won't drop this baby. The one that got away. Chrissy, get the fuck out of here, please. She don't have that babysitter secure no more. Damn. Lady over there rocking babies. Babies getting all tangled up in the oxygen cords. Chrissy, you do too much. I don't even want to think about it. I don't. Yeah, nobody wants to think about that happening. And then we watching her. Bitch, you didn't traumatize the whole sector. Your shenanigans. Yeah, it's giving psych patient. Her and Olivia K. Johnson needs to share a semi-private psych room on the ward. I'm confused, baby. I remain confused. Y'all will have to forgive me.
I'm upset. I'm hurt. No doubt of sickness and illness can be very for when it actually happens. Mom, if you see this, I love you. I know you asked me to tell the boys that you said happy birthday, that you were thinking of them, and I did. I know.
So between marinating the meat, eating the arugula, and going to sleep, because her mama passed at 7-something in the morning, she didn't get the call till an hour or two later. She had a 2-hour drive. Where in this timeline did she have time to change the wig? And why? Why was that even on your mental state? Baby, the way I would have been sitting in that ICU looking like Cleo, the way I would have been sitting in that waiting room looking like goddamn Meat Mill, this bitch is warped. The damn birthday, yes, the damn birthday. We back to the damn, as if them kids, statistically speaking, ain't gonna see about 50 more damn birthdays at least. The damn birthday, them same rags. Oh, watch your mouth, starting. Watch your mouth. Them same beautiful blessings from God that she ain't paid no mind all other 6 or 7 years. Now all of a sudden their birthday is a national holiday. Okay. Mom, if you see this, not her mama taking her last breath, being intubated, heart stopping, and now on her way transitioning to wherever the afterlife is. She got to stop and click on the damn YouTube video, like and subscribe. Like, just ain't no escaping this bitch. Drama. Can you imagine taking your last breath, and as you approach the white light, StrongMommy Chrissy, she's a queen. Oh hell no! This cannot be happening, bitch. I didn't mean it, Lord. Repent. So fake. She had the nerve to go out. Where Chrissy went last night? Hell no. Where Chrissy went last night? When I found out my grandma passed, I cried. Oh damn. Sorry, Richie. I blacked out. It was the scariest thing I ever been through. Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Chrissy crazy for sure, but y'all know her supporters are even crazier. Especially don't even mention that name over here. Kim fucking Yada. Something about that name just made me want to slap somebody. Kim fucking Yada. She way too internet for someone whose mom just died. Yeah. What the hell? Not live streaming because her heart stopped and then live streaming when she passed away. Not going home 2 hours away and then having the time to drive up there because you went home and laid down, you marinated meat, you ate arugula, you changed your wig. Bitch, what else did you do? The people said you was fucking. I'm starting to think that's true as well. Because if you had time to change your wig and marinate meat, wow. Yeah, Nikki, can you imagine? Oh, yes, I'm finally at peace. Oh, the white light, it feels so warm and fuzzy. And then slowly and gradually, oh, hell no. Lord, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fuck that lady's husband. It just happened. Who did she think was going to see her? I would have had my meat. Who the hell? She already had on the wig. She went home, took the wig off, and then threw on another wig. You just had too much time on your hands for somebody whose mama just died. This is confusing. She had to be camera ready to go live in bed. Child, Mom, if you see this, I'm still faking it for the camera. Mom, I hope you don't mind, but we going to run this bag up one more time. Hey, Shakia. Hi, everyone. Man, this is sad to see. I had to actually go through this with my mom. I had to watch him take off life support. I really hope Chrissy ain't doing this for money. This is triggering. I'm sorry, Shakia. Yeah, that's a horrible experience for most human beings. I'm not sure what Christina got going on. And I guarantee you won't bedside changing your wigs and going home and marinating meat because that's not a normal response. And I know everybody say people handle trauma and grief differently, but that is highly abnormal. Went to the police station in pajamas and bonnet. Girl, you grieving the loss of your mother and you got time to worry about somebody on the internet who ain't never even attempted to touch hair on your wig? Okay. Yeah, please check the GoFundMe. Please report back, Richie. Let us know. Is it still open? Because the mom is, she's in the dirt. So.
The last thing that you asked me for was soup with not too much in it and a pear on the side. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how, but I'm going to get you.
You know what the fuck she gonna do with that soup, bitch? When she needed the soup, you didn't bring her the soup. And fuck the soup and fuck you too.
I had to be like 6. It was always just me and her. Like, yes, I had my older brothers. Yes, she had older kids. But it was just always me and her. Oh, my core childhood memories were just me and her.
at my nails. They look horrible. Look at my lace.
Sweetie, didn't you just say your mama was dead, honey? You the only person worried about the way you look. We just confused on how you had time to be marinating meat while your mom was marinating in the hospital bed. Probably in her own fluids. That's fuck the lace. Fuck the lace.
It looks horrible. Try to pop this off and maybe put a new set on Kingston.
Is this damn birthday footage? Did this bitch just splice in? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because ironically enough, I have plans with my mother and I'm headed to pick her up shortly. Yeah. You know, show love to people when they're here and breathing and not treat them like shit. Maybe. Kind of. Okay. I'm gonna read a few more comments and then I need to go ahead and get dressed because this is a sick bitch. Not y'all reporting to GoFundMe. I mean, honestly, y'all, at this point, Chrissy's a low-down human being. Let her run it up. I hope she get $15,000. Because ain't none of that money gonna save you from the fire and brimstone in which you will burn, bitch. So, y'all, go ahead and donate some money to that poor girl. Because that's the only thing that really keeps her happy and satisfied. I'm starting to think she around here doing PPP fraud and all types of shit for a couple damn dollars. I've never been that hard up, and I guess that's why money flows to me freely. All this scamming and using your mom for, ooh, girl. And we gonna get into that live that she posted about lipstick pimp, like, bitch, in that ash wig again. How much she's still fearing for her. Girl, leave us alone. We are sorry we even beckoned you back on the platform and told you to get back to work because something about your mama's death just really didn't lit a fire under your ass. That's why it's given that it's time to move. That's the only time you come to work. She up here begging, collecting money for shit she don't need money for, talking about she trying to help the family. No, but you're trying to help yourself and you ain't slick hoe. This hoe is about to move. Something's about to happen. This is spin move Chrissy at her worst. Hoe, you not slick. We're hip to you. And I hope the people continue to try to reach out to your family. They need to take this scammer off the streets. Come get y'all relative. Yeah, her mama could have died and nobody would have been none the wiser. But here she come for a couple damn dollars. And then talking about some, people are exploiting my mom. Yeah, you are people. People is you. Yeah, you. The fuck? I hope she spends all of their money. Hell yeah, run it up. Chrissy Cousins, y'all not donating enough for me. For her to have, over 200,000 subscribers, she should have at least 100K. Don't y'all love Miss Cassie? She loved y'all. I'm taking mine to Longhorn when I get off. Aw, we all have plans on Sunday, so I'm going to chill with my favorite girl today. Happy Mother's Day. Yes, I forgot Mother's Day is coming up. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. I'm sure we'll talk before then, but if not, start you a GoFundMe too, child, and post it on in her comments. I hope her and her husband go on a vacation next week with that money. Yeah, I hope they do too. And guess what? Them kids will be right at home while she talking about I need to go marinate some meat for my kids and hubby's going to bring them some food and they got to go to Sky Zone it. She didn't about piss me the fuck off. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. Thank y'all for talking with me. If you're catching the replay, don't forget to comment. Leave your thoughts and opinions, good or bad. They're welcome here. Unless you start getting out of line. Because Star will gather you up, okay? Not too much.
All up her stupid, doofy, sub-ass, every press. I said no will. I don't give up. And then she tried to rap double time. Lied on your dead mama. 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 Mama, lied on your dead mama. Lied on your dead mama. Mama. But you will not disrespect Papa Bear, you dirty fucking ran through bird ass, bum ass bitch. Broke bitch. You broke bitch. Tell them the truth, bitch. Y'all want enrollment? Lied on her dead mama. Lied on her dead mama. Right after the funeral, she on her dead. I said, lied on her dead mama. and lying on your dead mother, on your dead mama, on your dead, she done lied on her dead mama, lied on her dead mama, lied on